this girl is clearly out of her mind. This is a perfect example of how delusional young girls are.
So what is your current relationship status? Are you single? Do you have a friends with benefits? Are you in the talking stage? Do you have a situationship, relationship, fiance, marriage? Go ahead.
So I'm actually super single right now. I've been single for like 10 months. Very, very happy with my current life situation. And I'm really not looking for anybody.
This.
Okay, you
And
said
if I do find someone, it has to be a regular person. Cannot be anyone famous. I don't care about status. Has to be regular. Normal.
Regular person.
Because I'm so not normal. I need someone to equalize me. If they're crazy
Balancing.
and I'm crazy, it just doesn't work. So, yeah.
How are you crazy?
I'm dominant.
You're dominant?
Yes.
Like you want to what?
I'm daddy.
You're daddy.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, wait, show the tattoo to the camera right here.
It just says daddy. Yeah.
Did that hurt?
No, it was actually on my Halloween party, and I was streaming on my Halloween party night, and they gifted so many subs. I was like, you know what? I had a tattoo artist in my house. I was like, do you have your stuff with you? So I got tattooed in my game room during a Halloween party, and then just went back downstairs and partied.
Okay, so you're daddy.
I'm daddy. I girls with on. This is what makes me more dominant. I would a guy, but they're too scared.
Wait, Eric, can you boost the audio a little bit? Put it to 90. I don't know. It sounds a bit low. And you date men or women?
Oh, men.
Both.
I'm so attracted to men. Like I need, but.
So like this just popped up as a pop-up, and I was like, let me just react to this truly just to see what's going on here. And I don't know if this is a Halloween episode or they just set up the studio in a loony asylum, because this girl is clearly out of her mind. She wants a quote-unquote normal guy. This is a perfect example of how delusional young girls are. So I am going to act like a maniac and think that I'm going to get a normal guy. You have to be the kind of girl that a normal guy wants. Yeah, maybe a normal guy wants a girl who's a little exciting, a little more, but this, dressed like a tattooed on her lips, saying that she straps on gear to be with other women and wants to basically be his daddy. I don't know that quote unquote normal guy exists. Delusion.
Like when I like women, obviously. But I feel like that's every woman's answer, correct?
Is it?
Like when you're drunk.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Maybe it's just me then.
No, it's not now. And when I was in college and I was drunk, it wasn't then either. Yes, it is just you or people who think it's cool. So I had friends who, it was cool to with a girl on the dance floor, and then now I talk to them and they're like, ew, I would never do that. I don't know, it was just we were wasted and we got a lot of attention for it. That's exactly why they did it. Now this girl's gonna sit here and try to make it seem like it's everybody.
Yeah, but I speak for myself. When I get, it's like.
Okay. And you said you're crazy.
Okay, and more of like a controlled crazy. So I feel very fiery and spicy, and I really just want to live my life and be very, very happy. But I'll do whatever I want. And it's really hard for me to take advice from people that I don't respect, and I don't respect a lot of people. So.
Huh. Okay.
That's not that deep. Most people don't take advice from people they don't respect.
On a scale of 1 to 10, if you had to put where do you fall in terms of craziness?
Crazy. Oh my goodness. Like I said, it's more of a controlled crazy. So I feel like I'm probably a 7, 8.
On the
definitely
1 to 10
not
scale.
Uncapped yet.
Okay. So, and you said you need a normal.
Somebody typed into, while this is playing, your podcast, meaning the whatever podcast, not me, obviously, I'm not live. Your podcast is akin to embracing a colostomy bag replete with distasteful content. You're leading astray those who seek knowledge and truth in a world already clouded by deception. Look, you can turn it off. You don't have to watch this. I watch this because it is a window into a world that I will most likely never just stumble upon. The chances of me walking into any room and this girl also walking into the same room are nil. So I'm watching this because I need to know, maybe some of you out there can tell me, is there a big population of people who act like this girl, or is she kind of an outlier? But these guys have been doing this for years, and they have hundreds and hundreds of hours interviewing girls dressed like begging for attention, So there's been hundreds of girls, but is that all of them, or are there more? Is this really what my son is out here dealing with as he grows up and starts to look for a woman to carry on the family line with? Yikes.
Normal person to balance out your...
Yes, I need a reg.
A regular.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, does that mean that you don't date, for example, other content creators, other people?
I did once, and it really ended very badly because of the content we were creating and how it interfered in our relationship personally and you know, I could pull out a camera any time and film, and it doesn't like affect my relationship status with you or anything. Like, I don't feel like it's interrupting.
Don't worry about Nobunaga. I think he's talking about Kiki. Don't worry about him.
Oh, it's okay. I've been called psycho.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not, but you know.
Okay. So
7, 8, yes.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, like, this takes me back to day camp. Whenever there was a kid who was like, I'm so crazy, and everybody would just be like, oh my God, you're so annoying, stop. Just, you want to be crazy, just be crazy. But when somebody's always saying, I'm so crazy, it's like they're just trying to get attention. It becomes this cry for love and attention. And that's what I see with this girl. And I know it's not fair because I've been watching just 3 minutes of a video with her where she's performing almost kind of like an act. She's almost like the female Dylan Mulvaney. She's ridiculous and over the top and very animated. Either you're actually crazy or just so desperate for attention that you're acting like this, and it's working. I mean, if she's an influencer, she's making money. There's an audience for this. Who is it?
Have you been diagnosed with?
No, and
like
I really
BPD
don't think
or...
I should go to the doctor to be like,
yeah, you're probably
told
fine.
I'm something,
yeah,
and then be
fine.
put on what exactly? Like, there's no point in ruining my perfect body.
Fair point. And you said you're dominant.
I'm very dominant.
That's one of the ways in which you're not normal.
I literally,
you say you're
this girl is making my skin crawl.
When you say you're dominant, do you mean, what are we talking here?
She's alpha.
I am.
Alpha female.
She's an alpha female.
I feel like my masculine energy is higher than most men's masculine energy. And I'm so...
She says that with long red hair and stupid cat ears, and she's saying she has masculine energy. She really is nuts. Maybe I stand corrected. This girl is actually crazy.
Like, competitive. So if I have a partner who's even an alpha male, I'm competing against you in every way. Like, I need to make more money than you. And I need to learn more than you. I need to travel more. It's like, I can't just be a team sometimes. I need to be like the best. So,
Sure.
Can I ask a question?
Look at Wednesday Addams over here. This girl just looks like she sat up out of her coffin, and I'm loving her because she's just in shock at what she's seeing. I could put a caption over her head. It would be like, I'm so glad I'm not the weirdest person in the room this time.
Can I ask a question?
Please, I love this.
To you, what is masculine?
Wow, that's a really good question. Protection is something I hold very highly, like security. A lot of men don't ever make me feel secure. In fact, they make me feel like I can't trust them. If I can't trust you, where are we going? You know? Mm-hmm. And I need to know that you would literally beat the living out of someone for me.
Who is she attracting?
Not that I'm just going
to. I wouldn't trust a guy that's going out with her either.
I needed you to be my Clyde.
Okay. So, I mean, despite the fact that you consider yourself fairly dominant, you need someone who supersedes you in their dominance. You
Absolutely.
Wouldn't, even though you consider yourself perhaps leaning a bit more dominant or masculine, you don't want a feminine guy.
I can't date a female, and no, I don't want a more feminine guy.
Okay.
It's like, okay, that's cute, but like if you start crying in front of me, I'm just gonna like laugh. I really will. Like, that's like really weird for me.
Okay, so you need have you thought about dating an MMA fighter maybe? Or
no, listen, because I'd wrestle them all the time.
You wrestle them?
I would grapple all day long. Like, I would wear them out. Like, again,
talking like jujitsu or...
Oh, anything. Like, jujitsu's not on the ground really most of the time, I don't feel like, or more like karate, but like anything. Like, even in bed, I would literally until you were doubting. Like, I feel like my ex literally because of it.
I think she just needs somebody to match her energy. Like,
do any of these girls that go on this show have parents? Because they use phrases and words to describe and to talk about themselves that are so vulgar and vile that I don't, if I'm sitting with my mother and there's like a kid scene on a movie, I start to get, both of us, nobody says anything, but we both start to get stressed and just pray that it ends at and the scene changes and it doesn't get crazy. Because we don't want, it's inappropriate. And so then these girls come in public and talk about the most vulgar things, personal, and the way they talk about, there are things in my head that I won't even say right now that I've seen, but to say I will do so hard that, what are you doing, girl? Do you have what happened to just having some sense of decency and class? Why do this to young women? Why have we gotten so far? And it's not that I'm a prude, but just keep it in the bedroom. Leave it home. Oh my God. Oh.
You're just looking for
but then when they match my energy,
No, I don't. I think you need someone calm and mellow.
See, exactly. I feel like I've learned this about myself, and until I find someone that I respect enough to be in my life.
She needs somebody that's on a half a bottle of Klonopin, because that's going to be the only person who can sit there and watch this thing bounce off the walls all day long.
It's like, I'm just going to be me.
But
Okay.
will they be down for all that?
That's what I'm saying.
Would who be?
Like somebody
A
who's
reg.
more calm and balanced
I
out.
feel like it would scare them away.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think it is very scary. Because
Maybe they don't want to deal with it.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? This actually
wants
just
to?
happened. I had this guy that I was seeing, just not even seeing. It was like we started talking for like 3 weeks. He hit me up at like 3 a.m. when I was in Miami, and he was like, "Hey, I just Googled you and saw that you did. I don't want this." That was a regular person, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I tried. I tried. I also tried someone who did what I did, and I turned them basically. So like
You turned a guy.
I told you it was my ex. Like I until he became something. I swear to God.
When you say you mentioned before, were you him or more?
No,
like,
he wouldn't let me. But
Is this like a death by snoo snoo? Do you know that Futurama reference?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you do?
Basically, just these.
Can we bring the standards back up again? If you hear a girl, for the young men out there, talking like this, she is trash. Move on. Do not spend your time. Do not spend your money. Do not fool around with her, because you're likely to come away with some kind of a disease. Leave it alone. Walk away. Go to church.
Like Amazon giant, like muscular women, just like would crush the pelvis. It's
Okay, well, listen, I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
Okay.
I just
Move on.
I'm sorry. You until like you're like, oh my God, I have no more inside my body anymore. What is wrong with this lady? Like
This guy says this is what happens when you give your soul to Satan. Yeah. I second your 20 on that, kid.
cheat on me. You'll be drained. Like there's nothing left in you to cheat. But I will cheat because I'm bored.
Wait.
Wow, that just got deep.
What about you?
Oh my God. So this actually, okay. So I was on another podcast and this clip went viral of me saying that I love cheating. It's actually my biggest fantasy. So yeah.
I can't even keep up. Okay.
I know.
Your
Listen,
biggest
I told you I was a
fantasy-
7. If you want to rate that higher, you go right ahead.
Wait, your biggest fantasy is
Cheating. Not even
cheating.
my biggest. It's like one of my fantasies. I'm a little up. So listen.
Well,
Yes.
explain the
Why not
cheating thing.
polyamory?
Explain that.
I don't like this girl at all. Like, I like her even less now. At first, I thought she was just thirsty and begging for attention and being ridiculous, and this was just a caricature. But now she's sitting here and saying how she likes to cheat, and that's on. So, the forbidden, she's going to talk about the forbidden fruit, I bet, and how that's so exciting. Like, now you have no integrity either, and now you're making a fool out of your man by sleeping with your men. So you're degrading your own honor. You're degrading his honor. And what are you left with after that? Right now, she thinks she's just left with a good time. But in 20 years, she's just going to be an old with a big and no honor.
Okay, so listen, cheating, it's not that difficult. You're with someone or they're with someone. I don't even have to be with someone, but if you're with someone and you have a girl, I'm going to sit on your and be like, isn't my tighter? Isn't it better? Isn't that just hot?
Oh, you want the competition.
No. I'm a competition in myself. Like, I just have to, it's not even that I have to win.
Wait, you
it's
want,
like,
hold on, you want to cheat on the guy or you want the guy to cheat on you?
either. it's so
she
hot
wants a
either
girl
way.
in the
like,
picture so he can say who he prefers.
not
'Cause-
even. I've been in relationships and I'm like cheating with someone else, and I'm like, this is so hot.
Oh, so wait, is this like a queen thing?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, so queen is the
Who are the
opposite of, well, the
moms?
female version of a gold, where you derive
going on
pleasure
here?
from by being
Senior partner.
What's up with
like basically
Wednesday?
being cheated.
Where did they find these people? Is this AI or are these real people?
Okay, here's a scenario I heard once that from a cuck queen. She wanted to be placed on the bed, laying like her back on the bed, have another girl placed on top of her, and then have her boyfriend, the other girl,
Oh, I've done that at my Halloween party actually.
so that you
It was
could
the girlfriend
feel.
on bottom, and the boyfriend was me in style while I was sitting on her. Yeah,
Okay, so the girl was getting queened.
is that what it is?
Maybe
That's it. That's it. All right. That's it. This is what I get for just clicking on something that popped up. I know this is like these people think they're having fun, but they are going to regret this when they're older, unless they're absolutely bonkers. You just irreparably insane. But I hope that these other young ladies sitting there can look at this and go, you know what? I'm out. I'm not playing in this field of insanity anymore. And I'm going to go home and clean myself up and act like a lady and, hope that my doctor can cure whatever venereal diseases I caught while I was hanging out with these people. Wow. I gotta go. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about this.